This bitch Candace Owens is crazy. Look. But okay, look. Just because you have realized that white liberals do not have your best interests at heart does not mean that all of a sudden that motherfucking white conservatives do. It's like, okay, my mama beat me. She beat me real bad. I left to go to my father, who also beats me real bad. But because my mama beats me real bad and I left her to my father that beats me real bad, I'm somehow liberated from my mother who beat me real bad. The fuck is that? You left one parent to go to another parent that beats you real bad. That doesn't mean shit. All it means is you left one parent to go to another parent that beats you real bad. Neither parent gives a fuck about you. What you need, and that's still dependency. You're still codependent. Leaving, okay, even with me, okay, I left, mom kicked me out the house, nigga, you know what I'm saying, takes money, nigga. I decided I'm gonna go and take my last little bit of money and go fucking run the motherfucking goddamn Buffalo, New York. That was my motherfucking idiocy to exchange one codependent relationship for another codependent relationship. You're just as codependent upon motherfucking white liberals as you are on white conservatives. Don't motherfucking get that shit fucked up. That you think that you can change one codependency for another codependency. That somehow white conservatives want to see your black ass liberated. They don't want to see your black ass liberated no more than the white liberals do. There are two sides of the same fucking coin. White liberalism and white conservatism are just motherfucking, and if you put blackface on either one of them, because that's what they do, they throw black faces on it. Candace Owens is the black face for white conservatism. Just like motherfucking, there's 100 of motherfucking Negroes who are the black faces for white liberalism. You are on the plantation as long as you are aligning yourself with one of these two parties. Now look, I'm an independent. I'm registered independent, not with an independent party. I'm a registered independent. And I'm able to vote in whichever election is best motherfucking for whatever party best suits my particular political agenda. I don't give a fuck if it's Republican. I don't give a fuck if it's Democrat. If they fucking meet my particular political agenda, I vote for them. Now, my hope is more for group politics, in which we group in block, we vote in blocks. We determine, like other nationalities do, this is the best candidate for our particular agenda, ethnic or otherwise political agenda. We are all going to put our votes behind this candidate. We're going to all support this candidate, regardless of what his party may or may not be, based on the fact that his politics are in line with our political survival. That makes sense. This idea of, I'm going to leave the white conservative plantation for the white fucking liberal plantation, or I'm going to leave the white liberal plantation for the white conservative plantation. Niggas, do you understand, up until Kennedy, all niggas voted Republican. That idea, to see that your president has this idea that we've been voting Democratic for the last 100 years. We just started voting Democratic in shortly under my lifetime. That's, since motherfucking goddamn Lincoln, since the emancipation of 1864, since niggas got the right to vote, niggas were voting for Republican. They didn't stop voting Republican until the fucking 60s. So that idea that somehow we're going to switch from Democratic to Republican is going to all make everything better is fucking idiotic. We were Republicans before we were fucking Democrats. We were primarily all, nigga, if you talk to your motherfucking if you got a great grandmother and ask her what her fucking party is, she's going to tell you, even if she votes Democratic, she's probably still registered Republican. So the idea that we are going to switch political alignments with white people and somehow that's going to make everything better is fucking crazy. That's crazy. We've already done that. We've already changed our political alignment from Republican to Democrat. And here we are. Do you know what the White Cock Party was? The motherfucking racist party in the fucking South was? Prior to motherfucking, Kennedy, motherfucking, even your boy fucking LB, that nigga was a Texan fucking Democrat who was fucking conservative as fuck. He just saw that fucking the civil rights legislation, well, how the fuck you say that word, was the shortest route to achieving to quiet us the fuck down. That's why it's easily said that LBJ did more for civil rights than Martin Luther King did. And when Martin Luther King, after the civil rights motherfucking legislation was fucking signed, that nigga was like, I think I just led motherfucking people into a burning building. This just don't make sense. This doesn't look right no more. When they shot him 4 years later. And I'm not making light of the fact that they killed him 4 years later. I'm making I'm bringing to the point that if you think that if going to a fucking Candace Owens rally and hyping that bitch up means you are somehow liberated is idiotic. And it's like some of the things. Now look, Negro, if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, I can fuck with you if you're talking about two things. Group economics and group politics. Talking about group economics, group politics, I don't give a fuck what your fucking political alignment is, the affiliation is. I don't give a fuck. But if you are a black person, if you wear this fucking uniform, and you think that aligning yourself politically with any political fucking ideology of white people is somehow liberating you as a black person, you're suffering from a parataxic distortion. And cognitive dissonance is maintaining that parataxic distortion. Candace Owens sued for racial discrimination and said that racial discrimination does not exist. That's a bitch you can't trust. You cannot trust her. She does not even know where her fucking actual fucking alliances lie. She sees this reality in which racism doesn't exist, but yet sues for racial discrimination. That's an oxymoron. That bitch is suffering from motherfucking goddamn fucking paranoid delusions. Why do you want to fuck with somebody who's just suffering from a paranoid delusion? She's living in the delusion that there is no racial fucking goddamn discrimination, but yet suing for it. She's admitting to the fact that she exists in a motherfucking world of a paranoid delusion. You cannot follow after paranoid delusional people. I'm sorry, people who believe that there are people in the sky of any kind. Aliens that's gonna come and save you. Alien shit to me too. Look, if aliens had anything to do, look, do you understand how much energy it takes to travel from Alpha Centauri to fucking planet Earth, which has to be the closest fucking planet with inhabitable fucking life, if there is one with inhabitable fucking life, with the technology to get here? Dude, there's nothing here you want. You don't want to come here and make motherfuckers, have motherfuckers goddamn mind gold for you. Because if you can produce enough energy to travel from Alpha Centauri to motherfucking the planet Earth, you can already create your own gold. You can create your own water out of fucking thin air if you can create that type of energy. To travel from that far to this far in a period of time. You're not getting here and building fucking stone fucking goddamn monuments. Because, look, okay, we can't travel to Alpha Centauri. We can barely travel to the fucking moon. We can't travel to Mars. But we can create light fucking, building fucking goddamn, material. Like aluminums and shit. And titanium. So if an alien traveled all the way from motherfucking bubblefuck somewhere, all the way here and had the energy to produce to get this far, that motherfucker has the energy, has the motherfucking intelligence to be able to to create lightweight building materials. So pyramids are not being built out of stone, they're being made out of fucking aluminum and fucking titanium. That's what they're being built out of. So if you find me a fucking structure made out of titanium or fucking some aluminum composite or some shit like that, then okay, all right. Or some fucking goddamn vibranium or some shit like that, some fucking carbon, some carbon string, diamond string or some shit like that, which we will accomplish these lightweight building materials long before we get to fucking outer space, deep outer space. So if there is a civilization that can get to deep outer space, they can already do the shit that we are on our way to doing. So therefore, there would have been evidence left behind it. It would have been a bunch of fucking stone fucking structures. They wouldn't left behind. Stone structures are indicated that the individuals that are present on the planet had access to a fucking technology that we don't have lost sight of through a breakdown in the metic structure. That makes most sense. And that we don't have the technology available to us by way of collective unconsciousness in order to build fucking pyramids anymore. But there's no fucking way in the world, and do some of the other amazing fucking ancient astronaut shit that we supposedly, you know what I'm saying, got from some ancient aliens. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Because unless you can find me a communicator, an iPad, or a fucking, you know what I'm saying, cell phone, some shit like that, that's in antiquity, that would support like Baghdad batteries, then that doesn't work. That's an antiquated fucking goddamn technology. Computers, the whole computer, those antiquated technology. That just means that individuals had access to information at that particular period of time that we don't have now. I can give you an example, okay? When the Italians get to motherfucking goddamn the Chinese and they bring them a fucking clock, the Chinese are like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? A clock? I've never seen one of these motherfuckers. But you go back in antiquity, you find out the Chinese had already created their own clocks before the Italians got to them, before they actually saw a fucking clock that the Italians designed. So they had already, but they had lost the memory structure. They had lost the knowledge that they had already had clocks. See, that's Occam's razor. The simplest answer is always the, you know what I'm saying, the most likely conclusion. So that was my other rant. Oh yeah.